Hey G Squad, and welcome back to the channel. I hope as you're tuning in to watch this video, you are having an amazing day. So, as you can see by the title, today I'm going to be sharing with you my pan-seared honey glazed chicken breast. And baby, when I tell you, mwah, chef's kiss, I promise you, you would not cook your chicken any other way. So, without further ado, I'm going to meet y'all by the stove and we're going to get this cooking started. See you soon. Bye. The first part of this video, I'm going to do a voiceover because you know I live in a noisy city, so yeah, anytime you hear me do a voiceover is because there's a lot going on. So I have my chicken breast have already been washed. I soaked it in lemon juice, a little salt, and some vinegar. And so now I'm going in with my seasoning. I started off with my complete seasoning, and I added a generous amount of that. Then I'm following up with some black pepper, probably about I would say about a teaspoon of black pepper, and then now I'm going to add some of this pink Himalayan salt. Now I'm not going to put this entire palmful in there, but I'm going to add a generous amount of this salt because these breasts are kind of thick, and I want to you know, again, just make sure that my seasoning is distributed evenly throughout this. And so I'm going to actually add just a tad bit more to be sure. Okay, so now with my chicken seasoned, I'm going to add it into this reusable Ziploc bag because this is what I'm going to actually marinate the chicken in. Or you can use like a shallow dish, you know, if you prefer. And so with the chicken in the bag, I'm going to now move that off to the side and bring in my ingredients for my marinade. So in this bowl, I have a half cup of honey. Now to this, I'm adding 6 tablespoons of soy sauce, followed with, this is about 6 cloves of fresh garlic that I minced. Got a little garlic peeling left in there, so we're going to add that inside the same dish. And then now I'm going in and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this olive oil. But technically it's olive oil slash, what is it? Sunflower oil. So just add 2 tablespoons of that. And then now I'm going to add some oregano. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. First of all, so happy that you're here. I tell you to just always season your food to your taste. So here I added a teaspoon of this oregano. So now I'm just going to go in with my whisk and just whisk all this together. And so now half this marinade is going to go inside the bag, which is going to, you know, again, season our chicken. Is going to actually sit in the refrigerator. I ended up leaving it in the refrigerator overnight, but you can marinate it anywhere from an hour and beyond that. But I just chose to let it sit overnight to really, like I said, absorb, you know, all the spices and flavors from the marinade. And then the other half is going to be used for later on once our chicken is done. And I'm just going to glaze the, you know, our chicken afterwards. So now that I have this done, I'm going to bring our bag of chicken back in. And so now you're going to see me just pour half of this marinade inside the bag. And now if you're going to be using the bag method, you know, be sure that it's sealed nice and good, because you don't want it to anything to spill out. And if you're interested in knowing where I pick these bags up, I'll put the link in the description box. I ordered them from Amazon. I really love these because it saves me money. Instead of buying the bags that you use once, one and done, and toss them out, I just went ahead and invested in some reusable bags, and they really have been coming in handy. And so now you see me just working this marinade throughout. And so now I'm going to place this in the refrigerator, like I said. All right, family, welcome back. So my chicken breasts have been marinating overnight in my sauce. So now I have a pan on the stove, and I did add grease to this pan only because, or oil, however you choose to say it. But I added it to this pan because it's not the best pan. Sometimes things tend to stick. But if you have a non-stick pan, you don't have to, you know, add any oil. So now I have the fire on medium to high heat, because what I want to do is add like a sear on each side of the chicken. I want to achieve that browning effect, so I'm going to sear it for a couple of minutes on both sides, and I'm going to lower the heat and just allow it to cook anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes, you know, until it's done. And I got to do a little housekeeping in the meantime. So what you see me doing here, I'm just lifting my pan so the oil can distribute itself evenly throughout. Then you turn this over. See, this is what I wanted, this nice sear browning effect. So again, I still have it on high heat because I want to have it, the chicken nice and seared and brown, as you can see. Let me pan it in. Okay. Then once I get that, like I said, I'll lower the heat and let it cook for another 5 to 7 minutes. Alright, G Squad, so I just wanted to pop back in and show you our chicken, and you see how it has that nice golden brown texture. I flipped it over again, and so this is what it looks like. So now I lowered my heat, and I'm going to allow each side to cook anywhere from 3 to 4 minutes now. Once that's up, I'll flip it over, like I said, and let the other side cook, you know, the same amount of time until it's done or it reaches a temperature on the inside of 165 degrees. If you have like a food thermometer, you can just insert it in there and gauge it that way. And then also it depends on the thickness of your chicken breast, okay? So I'm just going to continue to let this do its thing on a low heat. Not too low, you want like a medium low. And then I'll pop back in. Okay, so the 3 minutes has passed and I turned the chicken over and just look at that nice little char that it has on it. Just whoo! I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into this. Alright, so I'll check back in with you when I'm ready to remove our chicken, and then we're going to work on the other half of our marinade. So just stay tuned. Alright, so now what I'm doing is, since this is the smaller, this piece is obviously smaller than these two, I'm going to actually remove this now because this is pretty much done. And then these are going to go for a couple more minutes before they're ready. Alright family, so I have removed the chicken breasts from the pan, and this is how they look, nice and juicy. So I'm going to sit these off to the side, and then now we're going to work on the remaining marinade that we have. So here on the stove, I've added my cast iron skillet. Bring it in a little bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and pour the remainder of the marinade in here and allow this to simmer until it becomes thick. Okay, so we're going to let it become slightly thick. As you can see how it's bubbling. And also I did add a little salt and pepper to my marinade because when I tasted it, it tasted kind of bland. So I added just a small amount of salt and black pepper, and that just amped it up altogether. So again, I'm just going to stir this. Until it becomes slightly thick. I'll just let it sit there and simmer for a little bit. And then while that's going on, I'm going to actually start to plate my dish. So off camera, I did make some broccoli. Ooh, it smells so delicious in here. And this will pair well also with some mashed potatoes. You can put it over some rice. So there's my broccoli right there. Just stir this some more. And I don't know if you could tell how it's starting to thicken up some. Then I'm going to slide one of these chicken breasts on here. Okay. That's how it looks so far. Let it go for another minute actually, and then that'll be ready. Alright, so that's done. You pan your back some. so you can get a full view. Okay. There we go. Bring it in a tad bit more. Alrighty, so now we're going to top this with the rest of the marinade. Add some of that on our broccoli. Okay. All right. Look at that, y'all. Look at that goodness. Yes. All right, so now I'm going to get a knife and cut into this, and then that's going to be the end of this video. Okay. Can you see that? Beautiful, nice and tender and juicy. And I'm going to taste a piece. Just dip it in some of this marinade. Yes! Look. Drop the mic moment. The flavors are on point. The seasoning. Tender chicken is nice and charred on the outside, like I said, and juicy and tender on the inside. I even taste a piece of broccoli, but woo, girl, you did that. You did that. Ah, family, this tastes so amazing. So amazing. Oh my goodness. So G Squad, that wraps up this video. Please try this recipe. It's really simple. And like I said, I let the chicken marinate overnight. However, you could allow it to sit in the marinade for like anything over an hour or more. Okay, but if you really want to get those flavors all the way through, and if you have time, at least 4 hours, let it marinate in your refrigerator. And also before you cook it, take it out at least 30 minutes before, because you want to take the chill off of the chicken, because you don't want to reduce the heat when you add it directly from a cold refrigerator into your skillet. That's going to actually lower the temperature. But yeah, it tastes so amazing. Chef's kiss. But G Squad, that's the end of this video. I thank you so much for tuning in. And then yeah, if you like what you've seen, if you try the recipe, I always say, share, let me know how much you enjoyed it. Comment below, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Bye.